But as a PT, right, your goal is to keep people healthy, keep kids healthy. It's you see tremendous downside if on the field hyper focusing on I'm doing my skills and the game, and then in the gym I'm feeding in to what I'm doing on the field and in practice and in games instead of giving some contrast to somebody's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know. It's interesting.
it is interesting. I mean, my cousin's husband was some master's class, and he interviewed me, and it was like, where do you see like youth athletics going or something? And I feel like we're going to see like a real dichotomy of where a lot of kids will just stop participating at a young age because there's so much that seemingly goes into becoming a serious teenage athlete. And then you might have some just like super athletes. It feels like every sport, every couple of years, there's somebody that does something like that you couldn't believe would happen 10 years ago. And I do wonder if this over competitiveness or parents thinking that kids need to be doing more of everything, and like the lacrosse players need the lacrosse gym. I'm like, that's not how it was when I was a kid. And granted, I'm not playing in any pro lacrosse, so I'm not good argument for the other.
Well, I think
but
I was gonna say is I think that the gyms becoming sport specific is only going to make it worse on sport specialization at a young age.
yes.
Yeah, and
Where
I think
kids need to be play different sports, because guess what? All those movement patterns are going to translate to every single sport. Like, it doesn't matter what sport you
Correct.
play. Every movement pattern is going to go to another sport. So learn more movement patterns. Learn how to move your body better, as opposed to just, okay, let me just swing a baseball bat 100 times a day, throw a baseball 100 times a day, and then pick up a weight here and there. And now it's like, are we actually benefiting?
yeah, of course, yeah, doing your specific skill a lot, like you have probably a better chance at getting better at your skill. Your brain, your body is doing it more. But yeah, now do I have a higher chance of psychological burnout, of physical injury? Am I neglecting qualities that are going to help me improve my skill?
Yeah, I worked with he's like a 13-year-old fencer, and like an already serious fencer at 13 in New York City came in, and I don't remember if there was pain or not, but I just remember being like, "Oh my God, your hips are already sport specific," because a fencer fencing is a very unilateral sport.
And you're always going to the same side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The lead leg is the lead leg, unless you're like Inigo Montoya, maybe.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm assuming that's a
The
fencing
fencer?
person.
Oh man,
So-
The Princess Bride. If you've definitely never seen that movie.
No.
I've seen it.
And maybe it wasn't
I
even
chose
his
not to remember
character.
it.
Either him or
I chose
the
not
main
to remember
characters.
it.
Oh, it's such a good movie. They're in a sword fight at one point, and one of them switches hands, and then the other one does.
Is that like a weird satirical, like comedy movie? Am I right or am I wrong? I have no fucking
It
idea.
is. It's sort of a cult classic, but I bet it's like
definitely
it's
a
probably
cult
like
classic.
95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and there are
Oh,
Andre the
inside.
Giant's in it.
You are so close. You lost though. It's Price is Right. It's 96%.
Well,
But it's Price is Right.
Just
and the
an
Price is Wrong, bitch.
all-time movie.